Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install a wall shelf. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need your shelf. This is mine. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need a stud finder, which I got from Lowe's, and I also got the drill from Lowe's. You're going to need a tape measure, some tape, scissors, a hammer. Now most shelves come with this hardware already. Mine did not because I got mine at the thrift store. So I just went to Lowe's and I picked up this kit, and it came with the drill bit and it came with the screws and the anchors, and it was on sale for $3. So that was a good deal. So now I'm going to show you how to install this. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is turn your shelf over. On the back side of your shelf there's going to be holes that are there to help you hang it on the wall. Okay, so the first thing to make this really easy, what you're going to do is you're going to take your tape. And I'm using this black electrical tape, but you can use whatever you want. And what you're going to do is you're going to start your tape right in the center of that hole. Okay? And then you're just going to run this tape all the way down to the center of the other hole. Okay? So let me show you that. Okay? So just run your tape all the way down. And essentially what you're doing is you're taking the measurement from hole to hole. And what you're going to do is once you get this cut, okay, you're going to put this on the wall. So that's all you need to do for that. Now I'll show you what you do with it on the wall. Okay, so the first thing you'll have to do is determine whether or not there's a stud in the wall. A stud is just a solid piece of wood behind the drywall. Okay, if there's a stud there, you won't need an anchor. So you could just go straight into the drywall and the stud with the screw. If there's no stud there, then you have to use an anchor. So the way this works is I basically just hold this down on the wall. When it beeps, then I can just start moving. When it finds a stud in the wall, what it's going to do is it's going to light up and let me know that there's a stud there. There's a stud right there. So I'm going to mark that so I'll know, just in case if that's where I want to put my piece, I'll know that there's a stud right there. And I'll just keep moving. There's another stud right there. Let me back it up. Okay. And then I'll keep moving. Okay, and then there's a stud on the end. So now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to determine where I want to put my shelf on the wall. Okay, so I want to put it 12 inches from this molding right here. So I'm going to measure 12 inches up. Okay, so I want it to be about right here. Okay, so I'm going to make a mark right here. That's where I want it to start. Okay, so I'm going to get my shelf here, and I know that I want it to end at 12 inches, so I've already made that mark on the wall right there. So I'm going to hold up my shelf, and then I'm going to mark where one of these holes is. So I know that one of the holes is right here. You can't see it on the camera, but I'm just going to mark one hole right here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that tape, that black tape that we measured, and I'm going to put it right here for one end, then I'm going to put it over here for the other end. What this is going to tell me is where I need to drill my holes. Okay, is make sure the holes are going to be level. So I'm going to take my tape measure and I'm going to measure from here to here. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that they're the exact same height. So this one is about 14 and a half, and this one is, so this side is too high. So I'm going to bring this side down a little bit. So I make sure this is right at 14 and a half right there. And this is at 14 and a half. So now I know exactly where my holes need to be. So now I can take out my drill and insert my anchor and insert my screw. I'm not gonna, I have to use an anchor because this is not where my studs are. My studs are right here. Okay, so I'll show you how I do that. I have already installed my drill bit here on my drill. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drill my holes. Okay, so now I know that a hole has to go here and then another hole has to go at the very end. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, that's the first one. Then I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. Okay. So now I'm just gonna kind of brush that off. I'm gonna take the tape off. And now I'm gonna take these anchors. Okay, these anchors came in my kit. And they look like this. I'm just going to insert them in the hole. If you can't push them all the way in the hole with your fingers, you can use a hammer to push them in the wall. Okay? So this is really simple to do. I have done this tons and tons of times and never fails. I had to get a Phillips head screwdriver because I didn't have the right bit for my drill. So anyway, you just take a regular Phillips head screwdriver, and that's the one that has the points on it, okay? And you're just going to screw this in. Typically, I screw it in pretty far because what's going to happen is your shelf is going to be resting on the head of these screws. So you don't want it out too far because then the shelf is going to be too loose. So I usually put it down to like maybe 2 turns left in it. And then I'll do the same thing to the other side and I'll show you how I hang the shelf. Okay, so what you want to do now, hopefully I can show you this. I've already installed one side right here. What you want to do is get one side in, and then once you get one side in, then you're going to kind of feel and get the other side pushed in. They go in pretty easy once you get one side in. That's kind of the trick to it. Now I do have 2 of these shelves to install. So that's what it looks like once it's up on the wall. And it's a very, very easy project. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video.